The process of learning a new move is quite interesting. What you want to do is break everything down into little points, little increments, and then you want to put it back together, so when you come to a race you use the process. So in the training you have to only think about changing the increment, because otherwise you end up changing too much. For a basic upstream, I'm gliding on about a metre above it, and I'm feeding myself in with a draw, and then that starts me arcing up into the gate.
Yeah.
And then what happens, you hit the eddy line and you get your edge down, and hopefully you carve up into the gate line, and then once you carve into the gate line, you basically go for the big draw, which turns you the rest of the way. And with that big draw, because you've carved up into the gate line, you should be able to get a full exit, and that way you can get out to the current. What do you focus on?
I think focus on is before guys, when I make run up before, and this is very important, and after is no problem.
I try to respect the project on the 5 last meters.
Yeah.
I don't think of the stroke. I just respect the distance between me and the ball.
Fast upstream, I think you need to come in the right way with the boat, and maximum using of the blade of paddle in the water. How to do that, it's my secret.
On the crossbow up on the entry, it's similar to the onside. You try and you start wide, and then at the last moment you kind of arc it into the up, and you keep your boat flat until you hit the eddy line, and then you really try and lean forward and get your paddle out in front, trying to carve up through the gate. And then you carve up through the gate, and it's the same principle, just flatten it off and a tiny bit of edge and bring it round all the way, and then try and reach out with your crossbow stroke to as far as you can go, so you can get pulled up and away out of the gate. When you start the carve, you want to be leaning forward to carry your speed. I think it's important if you're trying to carve to lean forward. If you've got rails on your boat, but they don't grip unless your weight's forward. If your weight's back, you tend to bog out a bit. Start the carve when I hit the eddy line, and then try and get up into the gate, and then open my draw out once I'm in the gate line, and then try and get my bow all the way around for the exit, and then a big pull to get out of there. And hopefully that way you can keep all your speed in.